Hello, hello, and happy Transfer Tuesday. Transfer Tuesday is the day of the week where we move our money in the right direction, no matter which financial goal we are going after, and no matter how much we can afford to transfer or contribute. And that's definitely relevant for me today because I haven't made any transfers or contributions, investments over the last week, and today, all that I'm going to do is a $5 transfer because that's all I can afford to do today. August has been a little bit slower as far as my income goes. I'm also waiting on payday, which is in 2 days from now. So I am self-employed, but the way that I have things set up, I pay myself a paycheck for my business. So even if money is coming to me from the ways that I make money, it's not actually coming to me. It's going to the business, and then that has to go through payroll to reach me. So still waiting on payday. I still have lots of things to pay for. So all that I'm going to contribute today is $5 to my brokerage account. And I'm going to do that right now. So I'm actually logged into my Vanguard account. Let's add some funds. All right, so now let's go ahead and invest that money. I'm going to be buying $5 worth of VGT. I have 1 cent in my settlement fund as well, so $5.01. It looks like that will get me about 0.0091 shares of VGT. It's something, it's better than nothing. I'll put up a screenshot of that order. And as of right now, my brokerage account is sitting at $9,551.50. This is a little bit lower than what I ended July at, so obviously we're not even halfway through August. We'll see what things look like, but the market is a little bit down, and that's fine. So I just bought $5 worth of VGT, and it's a little bit on sale compared to a month or two ago. That's all that I'm going to be transferring, all that I'm going to be investing. Since this video is so short, I do want to talk about how you can save money on a weekly basis, even if you're just paid one time per month. I've seen people comment this on my Transfer Tuesday videos. I've also had people ask me this, like, how can I save money every Tuesday or, multiple times in a month when I'm only paid one time per month? And I actually used to just get paid one time per month for years. So when I worked at my previous job, not the most recent one, but the one before that, I would get paid on the last day of the month, and that was it. So it was just one time per month, and this was from 2018 through 2022. And I've been filming Transfer Tuesday videos, I believe, since like October 2020. So I was still making transfers on a weekly basis, even though I was paid once per month. So it's definitely still possible, but I do want to offer some tips because it can be a little bit challenging. So first of all, you can still spread things out throughout the month. So if you do get paid one time per month, you're probably in a system at this point, or hopefully you have a system where you are able to pay the bills that you need to pay for, your rent or your mortgage that's due on the first of the month, you're paying that from the previous month, or maybe you're a month ahead. It can be a little bit tricky to navigate budgeting with being paid one time per month, but you should eventually get used to it and be able to maintain everything. And once you get to that point, let's say that you have a certain amount that you want to put extra to your debt, or a certain amount that you want to put to savings, you can spread that out throughout the month. So you can slowly do that each Tuesday. If you want to join me for Transfer Tuesdays, for example, you could do $10 each week. If your goal is $40 for the month, you get the idea with that. Another thing that's super easy to do, and you really don't even have to think about it, is have all of your purchases rounded up and put that amount that was rounded up to savings. So there are some bank accounts that do this automatically. You have to turn that feature on, of course, but let's say you spend $1.75 somewhere, then 25 cents is going to round it up to the nearest dollar. 25 cents will be put automatically to your savings account with that bank. There's also some apps that can do this. Honestly, the one that I'm thinking of off the top of my head is Acorns. So you connect your bank account to Acorns and it rounds up your money and puts it, I believe it's to savings or to investing. So I don't necessarily recommend an investing app for that purpose. I would rather it be something where you can put the money where you want to put the money. But let's say you have this roundup feature on in your main bank and it goes to your savings account with your bank. What you can do is come in every Tuesday and see how much actually ended up being rounded up and put towards your savings, and then you can transfer those funds to your high yield savings account or make extra debt payments with that. It might only be a few bucks for the week, but hey, I just transferred $5 to my brokerage account and you know, it's something. Another option is to make some extra income. So obviously this would be you being paid more than once in the month. When I was being paid one time per month, I did have my side hustles, so I would get my YouTube paycheck and make extra payments with that. I also was using my credit cards to get cash back, which I don't necessarily recommend. If you have credit card debt, you probably shouldn't be using your credit cards to get the cash back. But if you don't have credit card debt and you're using that, you can make extra transfers or contributions from that cash back. Or if you use apps, so I use Rakuten, Upside, Fetch, Ibotta. Anytime that I was getting paid from those, I was making extra debt payments or putting that to savings. That's something I still do. But even outside of that, there's definitely ways that you can make extra income and be paid more frequently throughout the month, even if it's just here and there, and then you can make more frequent transfers. So you could sell stuff on Poshmark or on Facebook Marketplace. If you donate plasma, if you pick up a couple of Door Dashes or do some Instacart, get a little babysitting gig on the weekend. There are lots of options out there where you can increase your income here and there. It doesn't need to be anything crazy. Like, you don't need to be making, you know, thousands of dollars of transfers on a weekly basis. Every little bit helps, because if you are putting more money to your debt, paying it down faster, it's going to help save you interest. And then on the other side of that, if you're saving money in your high yield savings account or investing money, the more time that you have it in that account, it's going to gain more money. Because, so for example, I have Marcus by Goldman Sachs, and each day the interest is being compounded. So having $5 in there extra for a whole week, I'm going to make a little bit more money, and it does add up with time. Same with investing. If I have more money invested, I will make more in dividends. I can gain more from just the market. So don't underestimate those small transfers, because they absolutely will add up and they are worth it. For those of you that are paid monthly, it may take some time to get to that point, but at least if you could do, you know, one extra payment or one extra savings in the month and then slowly build up to where you're doing it on a weekly basis, you can absolutely eventually get there. So hopefully that was helpful. If y'all have any other ideas for savings challenges for people who are only paid once per month or are having a hard time making transfers on a regular basis, that would be amazing. But that's it for me today. Please comment down below what you did to move your money in the right direction. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next one.